The Pendlay row is a time-tested exercise that builds up your upper back, traps, spinal erectors, lower back, hamstrings and glutes. It's a close variation of the standard barbell row, but with one key difference. The Pendlay row is a dead stop exercise, and because of this dead stop, it offers a range of benefits. So let's get into it. The first benefit is it's a lot easier on your lower back. Because you're resting the bar on the floor at the bottom of each rep, this gives your lower back a big break compared to holding it in a bent over position through the whole set like you would in a barbell row. This allows your upper back to get a lot more volume without worrying about overtaxing your lower back. And also for anyone who suffers back pain or back discomfort during a normal barbell row, this exercise is a goldmine. The second benefit is because of the dead stop, you can reset your start position before every single rep. Similar to what you would do on a deadlift, when you take your time in between reps, you reset your start position and pull from there, drilling in perfect technique for every single rep you do, even when fatigue starts to kick in. Practice makes perfect, as they say. This is crucial, especially for beginners, as good technique and lots of practice with that good technique is not only important to make sure you recruit the correct muscles during the lift, but also to avoid injury as you get later in your career and you start lifting heavier and heavier weights. Now you can do touch and go reps with little to no rest in between each rep. I have seen many people do this. This way it will allow you to get more reps, yeah. But a big problem with this is because of the speed and the ballistic nature of touch and go, it encourages more momentum from your legs, a lot more cheating. And also if you're using bumper plates, you can literally bounce the bar off the floor like a basketball to assist you with the pull. This way recruits less muscle because you're just not controlling the weight. And also it puts your back in a very compromised position for injury because there's no control, there's no real technique focus when you're literally just bouncing the bar and going rep for rep. So avoid this, just rest the bar on the floor and reset between each rep and you'll be fine. And the third benefit is because your torso is going to be parallel to the floor at the start position, or at least very close to parallel depending on your flexibility. This bent over position is going to put a large stress on your spinal erectors, your lower back, and your hamstrings and glutes. It's going to give them all an isometric stimulus, and it is going to have great carryover to your deadlift because the start position of a deadlift is almost identical to the start position of a Pendlay row. There's slightly more knee bend in the deadlift, but the positions are almost identical. So if you're looking for an exercise to complement your deadlift strength, the Pendlay row is a fantastic exercise to add into your arsenal as it hypertrophies all of the same musculature that is involved in the deadlift. And of course, because it's a horizontal row, it's going to blow up your upper and mid back muscles. And just like the normal barbell row, different hand positions will place emphasis on different muscles. The wider the grip, the more of the upper back and the rear delts you're going to hit. The more of a closer grip, the more of the lats and a bit of the mid back you are going to hit. You can even do a underhand grip on your Pendlay row to really target those lats, to really keep those elbows into your side. But generally I would avoid underhand grips on your rows just because it places your biceps at a very vulnerable position to get injured. So I would just stick with an overhand grip and play with the widths. Personally, I find more of a wider grip to be comfortable on the Pendlay row because with a wider grip, it encourages you to row the bar a bit higher to your chest level. So there's no way the bar is going to hit my legs or my knees during the row. As of when I go with a closer grip, sometimes I do tend to knock my knees and it's a bit of a pain in the ass to be honest. But give them all a go and see what variation you like to do. And one last thing I'll say about the Pendlay row is because it's an effective exercise at building up your whole posterior chain, upper body and lower body, it's a very flexible exercise in terms of where you put it in your program. So if you want, you can put it on an upper body day, or you can even put it on a lower body day. It makes sense to go on both of these days. So play around with that and see what suits you best. So that's everything I have to say on the Pendlay row. It's a very basic exercise and at the same time a very, very effective exercise. Like I've said before, the basics are the best. So with that being said, try out for yourself and see how you go from there. Until next time, peace.